Honorable Senators, on Monday, the 19th of May, 2025, by a letter dated the 19th of May, 2025, reference UDA/1, SAN/05/2025, the Secretary General of the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, party wrote to the Speaker of the Senate, notifying the Speaker of the Senate that nominated Senator Gloria Orwoba'S has been expelled from the party. By the same letter, the Secretary General of UDA further notified the Speaker of the Senate that the said nominated senator ceased to be a UDA nominee to the Senate. In the same letter, the Secretary General also requested the Speaker of the Senate to issue a declaration of a vacancy of the seat being held by Senator Gloria Orwoba'S. Now, Honorable Senators, on 21st May 2025, I also received a letter reference RPP/F/RP/015, Volume 6, into brackets 36, dated the 20th of May 2025, from the Registrar of Political Parties, communicating the decision of the Disciplinary Committee of the UDA on the expulsion of Senator Gloria Orwoba'S from the UDA party. Attached to the letter was a copy of the Disciplinary Committee's decision and ratification by the National Executive Committee of UDA. Accordingly, via a special issue of the Kenya Gazette number 97, dated 21st of May 2025, containing Gazette Notice number 6461, I have communicated the occurrence of a vacancy in a member of the Senate elected through a party list. The Gazette Notice notifies the general public that pursuant to Article 103(1)(EI of the Constitution and Section 37 of the Elections Act, the seat for the member of the Senate elected under Article 98(1)(b) of the Constitution and held by Senator Gloria Orwoba'S has become vacant, with effect from today, Wednesday, 21st of May 2025. Now, Honorable Senators, pursuant to the provisions of Article 101(2) of the Constitution and Section 16(3) and 37 of the Elections Act, I have notified the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, and the political party concerned of the vacancy arising in the office of a member of the Senate elected under Article 98(1)(b) of the Constitution. The Senate is accordingly notified. Thank you. Take your seats, honorable members. I have further communications to make. Senator Karen Nyamu. Honorable Senators, Senator Seki, you're out of order. Honorable Senators, as you will recall, the motion on the consideration of the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the fourth basis for allocating the share of national revenue among counties was scheduled for consideration on the 8th of May 2025. However, before the motion was moved, several senators rose on points of order, highlighting the need for more time to interrogate the contents of the report and gain a better understanding of the recommendation by the committee. Consequently, following consultation with the chairperson of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, it was agreed that the motion be deferred and rescheduled for debate on Thursday, 22nd of May 2025, to provide senators with sufficient time to familiarize themselves with the contents of the report. Honorable Senators, in this regard, the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget has organized a breakfast meeting for honorable senators. The purpose of this meeting is to appraise senators on the contents of the report, facilitate consultation and consensus building on the way forward regarding the matter. The breakfast meeting is scheduled to be held in the Senate Chamber, Main Parliament's buildings on Thursday, 22nd May 2025 at 9 a.m. That is tomorrow. I thank you. Again, honorable senators, as you may be aware, the National Prayer Breakfast is an annual event in the calendar of Parliament. It is an international prayer meeting sponsored by members from both houses of Parliament. The event is coordinated by an organizing committee which has been working closely with the Kenya National Prayer Breakfast Coordination Team. The organizing committee is co-chaired by Senator Daniel Maanzo, MP, and Honorable Samuel Chepkonga, MP of the National Assembly. The National Prayer Breakfast has been instrumental in fostering national healing, reconciliation, and understanding on the challenges that face our country. The event will undoubtedly continue to be a uniting forum for our national ethos. Honorable Senators, this year's National Prayer Breakfast is scheduled to be held on Wednesday, the 28th of May, 2025, at the Safari Park Hotel in Nairobi from 7 a.m. The theme for the event is Rise and Rebuild. I therefore take this opportunity to invite all senators to the 22nd edition of the National Prayer Breakfast. Further details relating to the event will be given through the office of the Clerk of the Senate. Finally, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the public gallery this afternoon of visiting teachers and students from Kijabe Girls High School in Kiambu County. The delegation comprises 6 teachers and 126 students who are in the Senate for a one-day academic exposition. Honorable Senators, in our usual tradition of receiving and welcoming visitors to Parliament, I extend a warm welcome to them, and on behalf of the Senate and on my own behalf, wish them a fruitful visit. I will call upon the Majority Leader to extend the word of welcome to the delegation under 1 minute. You may proceed, Majority Leader. Let the delegation be, are you seeing clarification on Kijabe School? Yeah, let the delegation be properly acknowledged and celebrated by the Majority Leader. You may proceed, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, as punishment for interrupting a very solemn moment when students visit our institution, I'll be requesting that we move the House that Senator Boni Alwale be compelled to meet with the students and buy lunch for them, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, I join these students that have joined us this afternoon to follow proceedings here in the Senate. Welcome to the Senate of the Republic of Kenya. I hope that you have a full value for the time that you have taken. There isn't much that has happened yet, but like I always say, things always boil from 0 to 100 in the span of a second in this House. So don't be in a hurry. Enjoy the debate, get to interact with members, those that will have the time to, and I wish you well in your studies. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Next order. Yes, what is your point of clarification, Senator Kalwale?
I sit on the Senate Finance and Budget Committee, and in our last sitting, the Vice Chair, who was then chairing, advised us that during tomorrow's breakfast meeting, one of the leaders of the Republic will address the Senate. So the clarification I seek is that in that meeting I was in the minority. I would have rather that if such a thing should take place, it should be pursuant to Standing Order number 29. Mr. Speaker, if indeed it is true, why are we not pursuing Standing Order number 29? Instead, we are allowing this dignitary to sneak into this very important meeting for discussing the formula for sharing revenue.
Senator Boni, indeed, it has been indicated to me by both the Majority Leader and the Minority Leader that the Honorable Prime Minister and Party Leader for the Orange Democratic Movement will be coming for purposes of consulting with members of the Senate on that formula. He is not coming pursuant to the standing order that you have just invoked. He's coming in a consultative forum where we will sit to hear his thoughts, and thereafter we will also put our heads together as the House behind a closed door to deliberate and try to see if he can be able to harm a consensus on this formula. As and when he's coming to address the Senate in open plenary, then certainly that standing order will be invoked, but not for purposes of tomorrow's meeting. Senator Fernandi.
Maybe, Speaker, I needed your guidance because further interpretation of Standing Order number 29, while I appreciate we can caucus and parliamentary caucuses are allowed and consultations are allowed, the interpretation of Standing Order number 29 says there can be modification. So we really want to know the modification that your office and the clerk's office will apply, because these are distinguished visiting dignitary. He is not the ordinary mortal, the Orwoba'S of the street. This is one of the prime ministers of this republic, Mr. Speaker. He is one of the senior members of broad-based government, Mr. Speaker. And he has the eye and the ears of the president. So we really need on how we can prepare on how to receive him and how to engage. And it is important, Speaker, that even as we sit, what will be the agenda, because many Kenyans will really want to know, knowing that the former Prime Minister, as they say, Papa Podpek, has always been on the agenda of having money devolved to counties and also removal of NGCDF. So it is important so that as we go to